Outside of Atlanta, there's 1,000 old cars just being consumed by the nature. It's kind of creepy, actually, because some people have put old dolls in these cars, and it's just like a little edgy for me. But as I walked through, I was able to get into this car and look, and I saw some lines down in here. So I put my camera here and used a autofocus on a 24-70. I couldn't even get my head behind the camera because the slope of the windshield, the slope of that wouldn't get my fat head behind the viewfinder. But I was reliant on autofocus and aligning the lens with the slope of the glass. And so I'm getting in there now. This is the last shot before I couldn't get my head behind the camera. But this is what I shot. So I don't know what the glass is. The glass at that era would have had some sort of oils, I guess, in it. And as it degraded and broke down, these fantastical shapes like amoebas are there. I don't think anybody's ever seen that on this car. And that's not really as important as finding a subject, framing it, and having great fun doing that. But it's very organic. And shifting left or right, there was a yellow car reflecting in the sun, and that gave this whole flavor of this shot a little bit of a yellow patina. That does look like an organic animal. There's an artist by the name of Mark Tobey that was friends with Jackson Pollock, and very much in the vein of Jackson Pollock. But rather than throwing paint, he created, precise lines with a brush. And I look at some of the lines in fruit orchards in Eastern Washington in winter months, and I see some of the lines, and if I see something that reminds me of the type of lines that Mark Tobey used, then I'm going to shoot it. And a beautiful abstract panoramic. In those fruit orchards where they prune trees to bend down low so they can grab the fruit, all these contorted trunks create a beautiful pattern. Alder trees in winter are really a study of line, almost like scratches of a painting, inspired by Mark Tobey and Jackson Pollock. There's no leading lines, horizons. It's all about the abstraction of these trees or of these grasses at great elevation of around 14,000 feet in the Bolivian Andes. Would I have ever shot grass like this without studying abstract expressionism? No, I wouldn't even have seen it. I would have been looking for the animals that moved across the plain. But I'm seeing them and I'm shooting it now. And these are the lichens and the mosses of oak trees in California. So you see where I'm going. I'm shooting trees in a very different way than what I historically would be doing because I studied abstract expressionism.